sir. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good.
Going through a waste scale thing.
Waste station.
Waste station. There we go.
Port of entry.
So weird that they call it that. I don't get it.
How do we know if we have to pull over? Will it like come up? Pull over. Yeah, it'll tell you.
Proceed 5 miles per hour. So tiny. And there's your experience going through a waste scale.
Waste station.
Waste station.
There's a scale that weighs you, but it's called the waste station.
Okay, whatever. Back on the road again. Almost there again.
Return to I-80 for west.
Oh, hi. Okay, so sorry. Looks like we didn't get any pictures or videos of my parents' new house. We did have a lot going on when we got there, so we must have just forgot to film any of it. I don't know, vloggers are we anyway? Here's the midpoint. We were in the truck. We dropped everything off at my parents' new house in Idaho. Lots of cornfields. Kind of a decent looking alright place. And then we hopped in the rental car, which was this Hyundai that we rented. And we drove from Idaho through Oregon and back down into California. And here's some random footage of us driving into California. This is like Oregon. So Oregon on the west coast side is beautiful and green and just wow. But on the east side of Oregon, closer to the border of Idaho and Nevada and everything, is more deserty. Lots of sand and just little sagebrush, just miles of open land. It's crazy. It's kind of funny because we think about how many people live in the US or even in the world, and we think, wow, this place is packed. This earth is packed. There is mile after mile of open, untouched land that has no houses built. There's just no people for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. Wow. That just blows my mind. There's so much unexplored territory and so much that's explored, and we know it's there, but it's just not being used for anything. It's kind of crazy. Here's a little bit more footage.
In the middle of nowhere?
Have fun with recreation, but don't ruin the vegetation.
Oh, Do not litter, it kills animals.
Skedaddle.
Skedaddle-waddle?
Skedaddle.
Skedaddle-addle in our rental car? Back from our trip yesterday, and it was late at night. It was like 10:30 when we finally got home. Oh my goodness, it was quite the drive. We flew from Redding to Colorado, and then from Colorado we drove all the way back to Redding. So we went through a whole bunch of different states. We went through, I think it was 5 states altogether. Went through Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, Idaho, Oregon, and back to California. That's quite the drive. So on our way, I did pick up a spoon that I collect. Ooh, I picked this one up here. And this one's from Wyoming. So I'm gonna add this to my collection of spoons that I have in here. And this rim is a little on the dark side, but I believe you can see a bit. So here's all my spoons. And the battery's flashing, so I gotta be quick. So I'm gonna put this spoon up here on one of these open spots. We're going to add this to my collection of spoons. Stick it right there. Bam. So this is all the different states that I have of different countries all over the place. So I just added another one to my spoon collection. We did have a good trip. We didn't really have any issues at all, and we made it home safe, so that's all that matters, right? Had a good time and made it home. Got to see a few things. We saw some random animals. We saw some buffalo, and we saw some like prairie dogs, I think it was, and some other little things. And then in Idaho, we saw a whole bunch of cornfields everywhere. That was super cool. And at Sean's parents' new house, they have a view of this cornfield, and it's really pretty. It looks really nice, and it's all nice and green and lush and everything. And then we also drove by some lakes that were waterless, that like all their water was disappearing. So anybody that doesn't believe that they're saying that California and different states are drying up, it's true. Those lakes are empty. There's like very little amount of water in there. That's probably about it for now. Bye-bye.
Now, don't you forget to go on over to this video over here and put in your comment below. The question for this video for next week is, if you were forced to watch movies until the day you die, and that's all you do, just sit down in a chair, you're locked in, you're tied down, you're watching movies, and they give you 2 choices. One, you can watch your favorite movie running over and over and over and over and over and over, and you can pick the movie. Or they give you movies that are just horrible movies. They know what you hate. For some weird reason, they just know what you hate. And you watch unlimited amount of movies the rest of your life. They're all different, but they're all movies you hate. You know you're going to hate the movie that's your favorite by the time you're done watching it a few times. So how many years do you have left to watch the same movie over and over again? Or different movies that you just know you're going to hate anyway? What a horrible choice. Which one would you pick? Go over to that video, click on this, and comment below. Don't do it here because I might not see it. Do it over there in that video. Alrighty? Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. See you next week.